Raheem Mostert broke news during his press conference Wednesday afternoon. After requesting a trade this offseason because the 49ers reportedly wouldn't give Mostert the raise he wanted, he sat down with a member of the front office and hashed things out, according to the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. But Rappaport never said which member of the front office met with Mostert. I always assumed John Lynch met with him, and he did. But according to Mostert, he also met with head coach Kyle Shanahan, who was the real catalyst for bringing a resolution to the whole money dispute between the organization and its star running back.
I talked with John, of course, and Kyle and stuff, and especially Kyle. You know, he wanted to see where my mind was at. He wanted to talk to me, so we were able to. We didn't necessarily talk the numbers and stuff. We just talked about life and you know what's been going on with each other. I know at the time when I had spoke with him, he had just lost his grandparents, and so you know, he was in Denver, and I reached out to him and told him, hey, look, man, you know, my condolences and stuff. So, you know, football wise, I left that to the side because we know, like I mentioned earlier, we understand what family means, and we're all family. And, you know, like I said, he's my good friend, and so is John and everybody else. So it was good to talk to them and be able to, you know, not necessarily talk about the business aspect, but to see where each other's heads are and to see where family matter is, because that's the ultimate thing right now for each other, especially in the time of this pandemic, is, you know, all about family and who's closest to you. So,
meaning Shanahan made Mostert feel appreciated and valued without ever discussing finances with him, and ultimately convinced the 49ers to give him more money. Shanahan saved the day. Had he not stepped in, who knows? The 49ers might have granted Mostert his request and traded him. On Wednesday, I congratulated Mostert for receiving his raise and asked him if he ever thought things wouldn't work out between him and the 49ers. Here's what he said.
I appreciate you. Grant, thank you so much.
I assume he thanked me for congratulating him, but maybe he thanked me for urging the 49ers daily to give him a raise. Maybe I was the real catalyst for his new deal. And if so, I expect to receive my 10% commission. I'm sure the check is in the mail. Mostert continued.
In the end, we were able to sit down and have communication, and, you know, it's a blessing to be here. It's one of those things where, you know, I knew that it was going to be right, regardless of how it played out, but I knew that at the end it was going to be all right, and I was still going to be a Niner no matter what. It's just, you know, moving pieces and trying to figure out what you got to do, not only for contract wise, but as a business, and then, you know, as family. It helps a lot when, you know, everybody's on the same page, and this is a family, and we all understand that. As you can see, like what we've been through these past 3-4 years with the organization, going, you know, 6-10, and then the following year 4-12. So it just tells you, and then Super Bowl run last year, just tells you that this is a family-based organization, and you know, they really pride themselves. We all really pride ourselves on being family, and, you know, what family doesn't have, you know, those problems? Like, I argue with my little brother, you know. It's one of those things where, hey, look, I argue with him, but I also love him at the same time. That's what's going on here. So we eventually got it fixed, and like I said, it's a blessing, and I'm glad to be here.
Mostert handled this entire situation with grace and maturity, and so did Shanahan. And so did I. Good for both of them. Good for the 49ers, and good for me.